This is Jacob from the Gospel Teachings of RAK, and I'm going to be doing a random Bible opening for the Feast of Trumpets to see what God has for us to read. I'm going to just open up and read the first chapter I see. Esther Chapter 3. After these things, King Assuerrus advanced Aman, the son of Amadathi, who was of the race of Agag, and he set his throne above all the princes that were with him, and all the king's servants that were at the doors of the palace bent their knees and worshipped Aman. For so the emperor had commanded them, only Mardochai did not bend his knee, nor worship him. And the king's servants that were chief at the doors of the palace said to him, Why do you alone not observe the king's commandment? And when they were saying this often, and he would not hearken to them, they told Aman, desirous to know whether he would continue in his resolution, for he had told them that he was a Jew. Now when Aman had heard this, and proved by experience that Mardochai did not bend his knee to him, nor worship him, he was exceeding angry. And he counted it nothing to lay his hands upon Mardochai alone, for he had heard that he was of the nation of the Jews, and he chose rather to destroy all the nation of the Jews that were in the kingdom of Assuerrus. In the first month, which is called Nisan, in the 12th year of the reign of Assuerrus, the lot was cast into an urn, which in Hebrew is called fur, before Aman, on what day and what month the nation of the Jews should be destroyed. And there came out the 12th month, which is called Adar. And Aman said to King Assuerrus, There is a people scattered through all the provinces of your kingdom, and separated one from another, that use new laws and ceremonies, and moreover despise the king's ordinances. And you know very well that it is not expedient for your kingdom that they should grow insolent by impunity. If it please you, decree that they may be destroyed, and I will pay 10,000 talents to your treasurers. And the king took the ring that he used from his own hand, and gave it to Aman, the son of Amadathi, of the race of Agag, the enemy of the Jews. And he said to him, As to the money which you promised, keep it for yourself, and as to the people, do with them as seems good to you. And the king's scribes were called in the first month of Nisan, on the 13th day of the same month, and they wrote as Aman had commanded, to all the king's lieutenants, and to the judges of the provinces, and of divers nations, as every nation could read, and hear, according to their different languages, in the name of King Assuerrus, and the letters, sealed with his ring, were sent by the king's messengers to all provinces to kill and destroy all the Jews, both young and old, little children and women, in one day, that is, on the 13th of the 12th month, which is called Adar, and to make a spoil of their goods. And the contents of the letters were to this effect, that all provinces might know and be ready against that day. The couriers that were sent made haste to fulfill the king's commandment, and immediately the edict was hung up in Susan, the king and Aman feasting together, and all the Jews that were in the city weeping. That is Esther chapter 3 on the Feast of Trumpets. God bless you.